Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is NURUL ATHIRAH with my two other group members, Muhammad ARIF FIKRI and Navindra MURUGAN, will present to you about wetland, a natural wonderland of plants, animal and of course water. In this video, we'll be learning more about wetland. Wetlands are land transitional between terrestrial and aquatic systems where the groundwater table is usually at or near the surface or the land is covered by shallow water. Simply stated, wetlands are part of our landscape that are defined by the presence of water. Wetlands are considered the most biodiverse ecosystems on the planet. Wetland plants are often referred to as hydrophytes because they are specially adapted to grow in saturated soils. Many bird, insects and other wildlife species are completely dependent on wetland for critical stages in their life cycles, and there are also species that make use of wetlands for feeding, resting and other life activities. One or more of the following characteristics. Occasionally, the land support predominantly hydrophytes. The substrate is mainly undrained hydric soils, and the substrate is saturated with water or covered by shallow water at some times during the growing season of each year. Some wetlands are flooded woodland full of trees. Others are more like flat, watery grassland, and some are covered by spongy mosses. And most scientists consider swamp, marshes and bogs to be the three major kinds of wetland. The saturations of wetland soils determine the vegetation that surround it. Wetland exists in many kinds of climates on every continent. Wetland vary in size and can be found along coast and inland.
Basically, there are many benefits of wetland in our ecosystem. One of the benefits is water quality protection. Wetlands remove harmful nutrition and sediments from surface and groundwater. Wetlands are vital to the integrity of aquatic ecosystem because they maintain water quality and keep our lakes, streams and groundwater healthy. Another benefit is wetlands also act as a protection of shorelines and erosion control. Wetlands linked with rivers and lakes serve as erosion barriers in their natural state. Wetland plants root system help to maintain soil at the water's edge and increase soil deposit along the coastline. By dampening wave action and reduce the speed of water currents, wetlands vegetation near shorelines helps to prevent erosion. So these are some of the benefits of wetlands in our ecosystem. Wetland ecosystem play an important role in mitigation of climate change. Wetlands are a significant contribution to global greenhouse gas budgets. Wetlands may be a producer of greenhouse gases, especially when they are distributed, but they can also be a sink for greenhouse gases, sorting carbon, and preventing it from entering the atmosphere. Wetlands also help mitigate the effects of the climate change, including salting water to prevent flooding and drought, reducing animal danger, infiltrating the stormwater, and providing storm surge and sea level rise buffers as well.
For question 5, some main threats that will destroy the wetlands are unsustainable development. Over the last 300 years, a staggering 87% of the world wetlands have been lost. During this time, 100,000 of hectares have been drained to provide land of housing, industry and agriculture. Next is pollution. That is 80% of our global wastewater is released into wetland untreated. And other than that is invasive species. For some species can be extremely damaging. These are termed as invasive non-native species or INNS, causing the native biodiversity to fall, spreading disease or competing native species for food or space. Lastly is climate change. The relationship between wetlands and climate change is complex. Changes in rainfall and temperature poses a significant threat to wetland, causing them to dry out. Producing movie or short film with a topic on the importance of the wetland, in my opinion, is the greatest manner and method to promote the relevance of the wetland to the general public. Why a movie or a short film? Because movies are a roller coaster ride with enormous entertainment and educational potential. They have the potential to be a strong weapon for successful social change. It has the capacity to raise the public awareness about the problem, which is the first step toward any type of social change. For example, two short films, Jagrati and Markinan, based on the theme of depression and the environment, are being used in the Depression That Stop by WHO for the World Health Day on the 7th April 2017. Filmmakers may also harness the internet social force to propel their social initiative through encouraging people to see the movie and debate it on the internet forum after they have seen it, as well as by leveraging websites to build a community before a movie is published.